Hi Nima, you're watching the four of us.
Why don't you found Snowball? Gotta keep a low profile. They'll be watching the four of us. You didn't want the eyes, you want some pastry to pin it on.
Yes, I know, believe it or not, this is Benny speaking. However, I am sick. I have a stuffy nose, I have fluid in my lungs, and I'm not about to get myself on camera. So instead, I'm going to tell you about Morse dancing. Of course, I'm going to be doing that with a British accent, because everybody knows that when an American person has a stuffy nose, they sound stupid, whereas when a British person has a stuffy nose, they sound scholarly. Because I'm so sick, I'm only going to be reading this off of the Wikipedia page, so if anybody wants to check my facts, they can go there. The reason why I'm not about to get on camera is because I'm so sick, so don't expect me to use my brain, I'm on drugs. Believe it or not, Morse dancing is not British in origin. It actually comes from the Moors, as in those Muslim people from Arab lands who came and conquered Spain so long ago, and actually used medicine in the Dark Ages as opposed to cutting crosses in people's foreheads, rubbing salt in their cuts and saying, "May the power of God compel you to get well." But to avoid more controversy, I'm going to shut up now, considering that I only got my information from a Wikipedia page and a book my mum got me off of Paperback Swap. History in England. Before the English Civil War, the working peasantry took part in Morse dances, especially in Whitsun. In 1600, the Shakespearean actor William Kemp Morse danced from London to Norwich, an event chronicled by his 9 Days' Wonder, 1600. The Puritan government of Oliver Cromwell, however, suppressed Whitsun ales and other such festivities. When the crown was restored by Charles II, the springtime festivities were restored. In particular, Whitsun ales came to be celebrated on White Sunday, as the date coincided with the birthday of Charles II. Morse dancing continued in popularity until the Industrial Revolution and its accompanying social changes. 4 teams claim the continuous lineage of tradition within their village or town: Arbington, whose Morse team was kept going by the Hemmings family, Bampton, Haddington Quarry, and Chopping Campden. Other villages have revived their own traditions, and hundreds of teams across the globe have adopted and adapted these traditions, or have created their own styles from the basic building blocks of Morse stepping and figures. Several English folklores were responsible for recording and reviving the traditions in the early 20th century, often from a bare handful of surviving members of the mid-19th century village sides. Among these, the most notable are Cecil Sharp, Maud Carpeles, and Mary Neal. Boxing Day, 1899, is widely regarded as the starting point of the Morris revival. Cecil Sharp was visiting a friend's house in Haddington, near Oxford, when the Haddington Quarry Morris side arrived to perform. Sharp was intrigued by the music and collected several tunes from its side's musician William Kimber. Not until about a decade later did he begin collecting the dances, spurred at first and assisted by Mary Neal, a founder of the Experience Club, a dressmaking cooperative and club for young working women in London, and Herbert McIlwain, musical director for the Experience Club. Neal was looking for dancers for her girls to perform, and so the first revival performance was by young women in London. The first few decades of the 20th century, several men's sides were formed, and in 1934 the Morris Ring was founded by 6 revival sides. In the 1960s, and especially the 1960s, there was an explosion of new dance teams, some of them women's or mixed sides. At the time, there was often heated debate over the propriety and even legitimacy of women dancing the Morris, even though there was evidence as far back as the 16th century that there were female Morris dancers. There are now male, female, and mixed sides to be found, partially because women's and mixed sides are not eligible for full membership of the Morris Ring. 2 other national and international bodies were formed, the Morris Federation and Open Morris. All 3 bodies provide communication, advice, insurance, instructionals, teaching sessions, and social and dancing opportunities for members. The 3 bodies cooperate on some issues while maintaining the distinct identities. I won't go on because you're probably bored out of your wits watching me Morris dance from 2009 and this year 2011 and listening to me read like Bill Bryson. However intellectually stimulating this may have been for you, I'm sure you'll enjoy the respite of not actually having to care about what you're listening to. I hope that you all have a good day, and Kat, I will see you on Thursday.